Wow.
Oh, I'm back.
Wow. Welcome back. We're live and in person and getting the Roans together, right, boys?
Yep.
Just spreading that love.
Well, we have Ashley, Brodsho.
We have
Okay.
Ashley.
You know, this looks really nice up close and personal. Like, it looked okay on the stream that you were doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but this has a lot more color.
That's why I'm like, since they're like, we're remaking every of the Resident Evil games. I'm like, you really don't have to with this one.
I would just say they're
It
actually.
looks fine. I get the early ones because they looked like dildos.
We
right?
did talk about that a little bit. I forgot to tell you guys, like, after we had that discussion, I looked up this guy. Like, I guess a lot of stuff got suggested to me on YouTube.
Yep.
That there is a guy that is doing a graphics overhaul on this. He's modding his own texture maps to all these things. Like, he has brand new textures for, like, Leon's coat. He has brand new textures for all the doors. And he did, like, research on, like, old, like, Victorian structures and, like, castles and, like, old medieval doors and things like that.
First of all, that's super awesome. Second of all,
Labor of love.
what a fucking nerd.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
We need nerds.
The dude had no prior training on, like, how to do this stuff.
Yeah.
All he did was composite pictures into the program and then, like, called those what the asset is in the game. So he, like, took things that he saw from the real world,
Yep.
stretched them to fit in the
Around
game.
these, Yep.
So he found, like, a door that you would go into, and then he would just, like, look at that door. He's like, oh, okay, the wood looks like this wood. He'd grab that wood, and he's like, oh, the metal looks like this. And he'd just, like, go all out. And the dude, like, had no experience doing this. And it took him, like, I don't know how many years, but I think it was just him, honestly.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him.
Like, stuff like that.
It's a lot of work.
Those metals. Hey, dude, what's up?
Give me some guns. Red 9. Give me a bigger case.
Do you have a bigger case now?
I got like the medium one. I just don't remember when he gives you the next biggest one.
Brought up earlier in this series that this is like
Wait a minute.
one of the most quoted things.
Dude.
Just period. This guy. Just,
Well,
Pretty
yeah,
damn
what are you
close.
selling?
he's the one that talks to you the most.
Yeah.
And so my question then is, what is quoted more? That or fucking Chris? Chris!
Probably this guy.
Yeah,
This
I
dude.
think so too.
What are you buying?
What do you sell it?
I mean, another YouTube channel.
Chris kind of requires you to be a little bit of a memer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mega 64 did a skit where they dressed it up as that guy and went around public places. It's like, what are you buying? And they're like, we're getting complaints that you're trying to sell drugs here.
What are you selling?
Got a lot of rare things on sale, stranger. If you heard him, no. I've listened to him enough.
Yeah.
There's a little, you'd have to listen really closely when you talk to him next, but
Yeah.
like,
Ooh.
it's like, he laughs, and then you hear in the background, it's like a little whistle.
It's just his little after laugh.
Every
say
time
it's
you
probably-
buy something, he's like,
It's probably this little wheeze whistle he has because he's probably like a smoker. So he's got a little wheeze in the back, a little whistle, a little throat whistle,
the cheese wheeze,
a little something in there.
little Polly Short.
I hear them. Where
What's his
are
name?
they?
Robbie.
Louise, oh,
Louise. Oh.
just love that he brought that to
The
the
Goofverse.
Goofy movie. Yeah,
The Goofy
we're
verse.
busted. A little smokage. Oh,
Is that what you do when you're about to?
oh.
Of course. Oh, there's
What?
one finally.
Tell her to get in a trash can.
I don't know where the other guys are. Oh, there's
here's
one.
the
Did you tell her to get out of the trash can? Is that what you said?
Oh, get in a trash can.
Oh yeah,
Tell her
definitely. That's where she belongs.
Yeah.
Ashley's fucking trash. I've never played this game, but I've watched it enough to know and hate her.
Oh yeah.
She's
She gets annoying in the
Yeah,
castle
but-
section.
oh,
I
God.
hate her.
Between like the couple times I've seen Sean play it and the bajillion times I've seen Rob
Okay.
play it,
Sure. Yeah.
hate Ashley.
And doesn't she get like stolen sometimes. Like people like put her on her back,
Yep.
or put not her on her back.
I don't mind the
it's a-
castle because she gets like captured for half of it.
Make her grab her.
It's like
Ooh,
it's just an
lined
additional
up.
thing you have to worry about.
there's that another one.
It's like not just making sure you don't die, you have to make sure she doesn't die too.
Which
Yeah.
is somewhat a little bit of a suspenseful
Well, yeah,
addition.
which is obviously it's
Why'd you have to
it's a
care for
thought out
her?
part of the game. It's there for a reason, but like I'm just like son of a bitch. It makes you resent the character because you have to fucking protect him the whole time. And if the AI is just like, oh, I'm gonna go over here, and then just fucking.
That's why I like the scene where Leon's trying to like see if she's okay, and she's like, "Don't touch me!" and she runs away, and she gets like captured, and you're just like, "All right, good.
See
You
ya."
stay there. You're stuck for good." But then it's like a game of like you have to shoot her restraints off of her, and like the second I was like kind of shaky, like trying to snipe the restraints off, and it's just like
point this towards her head.
I actually shot her, and she's like, "Oh," and then Leon goes, "No, Ashley."
So fucking just. So much melodrama.
I was just kind of like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Whoops.
"What a thrill."
Well,
Ladders,
the
ladders,
darkness
ladders.
and silence in the night. Go back up it.
No,
You forgot Ashley.
I gotta catch her. She just drops 30 feet and you catch her, no problem.
just move your arms.
That's what he should do. Who's screaming at me?
Ahí está.
Oh,
Estados Unidos. Oof. What would you call these villagers? Like, what would her name be? In this Latin
It would be Maria.
Maria?
Just being completely stereotypical.
I
Yeah.
gotcha. What about this
Gloria. The
Giuseppe?
guy.
De Niro, I don't know.
guy? De Niro money? Cash
What's
money?
my favorite Spanish man's name? I'm trying to think. There's
Guillermo?
some good ones out there. Guillermo is very good.
Alejandro?
Alejandro.
Or Fernando?
There's an understated
There was
awesomeness
something in the
of
air
Juan
that night. The stars so bright.
Paulo.
Jose.
Jorge. Jorge is pretty
Oh
good.
no!
Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, I killed him. Cool.
Miguel. Miguel's a good one.
Miguel's good.
It's a good name.
What are really like pious sounding names? Things like
Names like
Jesus.
half of them because like a lot of those names are
she goes in the
Spanish versions of like anglicized like saint names and stuff. So like Michael is Miguel,
Saint Miguel,
Juan is John,
San Miguel.
Jorge is
Juan?
George. I don't know if George is a saint. That just might be a coincidence. Paul.
Paul, yeah.
You know,
I'm just saying that because there's like dudes that, like in monk robes later on that look like they're in a cult. And
So-
maybe
who do you think Saint Diego is? Because it's not who you think it is.
Saint Diego.
Because San Diego, right? Saint
Yeah,
Diego.
yeah. Who do I think?
His name's not Diego. Well, it's Saint James, but for some reason, James is Diego. I don't know. But that's that's like San Juan. San Juan is Saint John. San Antonio, Saint Anthony.
Yeah.
You know,
All those Californian areas.
yeah, the places we stole from Mexico.
San Francisco.
Yep, Saint Francis.
St. Francis Assisi? Or what are they saying? Just Assisi? Just
Well, there's a
Francis?
couple Saint Francis's.
Yeah, there are. aren't there?
Yeah.
Assisi's the big one, though.
He gets a lot of the limelight.
The
Oh,
street
jeez.
cred.
Yeah. Feel bad for James the Lesser, because being known as the Lesser is not great. San Pedro, Saint Peter. Pedro's good too. Pablo.
Pablo. What about
There's
Pepe?
just so many Pepe. Oh fuck, dude. That was in 7th grade when we had to. We had like it was FLS, foreign language survey,
Okay.
and so it was basically a class where you learned a little bit of a bunch of languages to essentially decide if if you wanted to take one and which one afterwards.
What if you decided not to?
Well, it was whatever. But like,
Good.
you had to take FLS, and like, for every language you picked a name,
Yep.
and mine for Spanish was Pepe.
Pepe?
Yeah. Pepe.
Nice.
Pepe.
Beep.
I don't remember my other ones,
Beavis?
but I remember fucking Pepe.
Pepe Beavis?
No,
Oh, you call her like a dog?
I do remember. My Latin name was Publius.
Here.
Publius.
Yeah, Publius,
Publius?
Publioso.
because I thought it sounded funny.
It sounds like pubis.
Yeah, it does sound pretty funny.
Publius.
Oh, dude, my Publius.
because we continued that in like
Fucking ladders.
in like junior high school. We had the names as well,
Yeah.
so I kept Publius from that.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Pepe died, but Publius lived on.
Publius. Hey, great job.
We did it.
Catch.
Raise up, catch.
All right, we'll be back in the next episode and we'll catch Ashley. Maybe.
Throw her over a fence.
Throw her on a fucking spike.
There we go.
That's the only times we can kill her in the next episode. How about that?
Sounds like a good time.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.